Ever wondered what you absolutely must hide when disaster strikes? In the unpredictable whirlwind of a crisis, being prepared isn't just about having resources, it's about securing them. Proactivity is key, and sometimes survival hinges not just on what you have, but on keeping it safe and hidden. From safeguarding your medications to concealing your communication devices, strategic concealment can make all the difference. Stay with us as we uncover the 13 essential items you need to conceal during a crisis. First up, your important documents. In the whirlwind of a crisis, securing your documents is paramount. Passports, birth certificates, and insurance policies are not just paper, they are your lifeline. These documents prove your identity and protect your rights and assets. Place them in waterproof and fireproof containers to safeguard against water damage and fires. Choose a hiding spot that is both secure and accessible, ensuring you can grab them quickly if you need to evacuate. Remember, in a crisis, these documents are your identity and your proof. Next on the list, medications. In a crisis, maintaining access to both prescription medications and over-the-counter remedies is crucial. These are not just commodities, they're lifelines. Store them intelligently in a cool, dry place, shielded from light to preserve their potency. Consider also keeping a well-stocked first aid kit alongside your medications. This kit should include essentials like bandages, antiseptics, and pain relievers. Remember, in times of emergency, your health management is paramount. Health is your first wealth in a crisis, so keep your meds safe. Don't forget about spare batteries. In the thick of a crisis, having a reliable power source for your devices isn't just convenient, it's a necessity. Batteries keep the lights on, maintain communication through radios, and power other indispensable gadgets. Opt for rechargeable batteries to ensure sustainability and cost efficiency. Always store these valuable power sources in a cool, dry place to prevent damage and prolong their life. Remember, when the grid goes down, these little cylinders of power become your lifelines. Power is precious, make sure you're charged and ready. Cash and valuables come in at number 4. In the chaos of a crisis, relying on digital transactions can be a gamble. It's wise to have cash on hand, as ATMs and credit systems may fail. Equally important is securing small, valuable items. These can include jewelry, collectibles, or even tools, anything that holds value and is manageable to carry. Such items are not just monetary resources. They could very well serve as vital bartering tools when traditional trade systems are disrupted. In times of crisis, cash is king, and valuables might be your bargaining chips, halfway there with emergency supplies. In a crisis, having a stockpile of essentials like water and non-perishable food can be a game changer. Think about storing these supplies in locations that are both out of sight and easily accessible. Consider using false bottoms in drawers, specially designed compartments in furniture, or even buried caches in your yard. Remember, the key is to keep these items concealed, but within reach in case of sudden emergencies. With these supplies hidden yet handy, you're prepared for the unexpected. Secure your propane fuel tanks. In times of crisis, propane is invaluable for both heating and cooking. However, the storage of propane tanks requires careful consideration due to their flammable nature. It's essential to store these tanks outdoors to prevent any risk of fumes accumulating indoors. Opt for a concealed yet accessible area, ensuring the tanks are well ventilated and secure from any potential threats. This not only keeps you prepared, but also safe from accidents. Stay warm, stay fed, but above all stay safe. Don't underestimate personal hygiene items. In the midst of a crisis, maintaining cleanliness isn't just about comfort. It's a crucial strategy for preventing illness. Imagine the scenario where water is scarce and conditions are less than sanitary. Stocking up on essentials like soap, toothpaste, and sanitary products can be a game changer. Consider also including antibacterial wipes and hand sanitizers in your stash. These items are vital in keeping diseases at bay when traditional washing facilities might not be available. Cleanliness is your first defense against disease in a crisis. Scene script. Can you hear me? Ensure you can with backup communication devices. In a crisis, typical communication networks might fail. making it essential to have alternatives like hand crank radios and satellite phones. These devices provide a lifeline in emergencies, enabling you to receive updates and reach out for help. Store them in waterproof, impact-resistant cases to shield them from harsh elements. Remember, the ability to communicate can mean the difference between staying informed and being isolated. Stay connected even when the grid is not. Clothing and blankets essentials for survival. In a crisis, maintaining your body temperature can mean the difference between life and death. That's why having spare clothing and blankets is non-negotiable. Opt for materials that retain heat even when wet, like wool or fleece. Store these items in waterproof, sealed bags to ensure they remain dry and ready for use. This simple step can shield you from the cold and provide comfort in harsh conditions. Stay warm, stay protected with the right gear. Next, consider hiding garden seeds. In prolonged crises, the ability to grow your own food becomes not just a skill, but a necessity. Seeds are compact and easy to store, yet they hold the key to sustainability and self-reliance. Keep these tiny powerhouses in cool, dry and dark places to preserve their germination capacity. Regularly rotate your seed stock to ensure they remain viable for planting. Remember, a small packet of seeds can turn into an abundant garden. Grow your own food, secure your food independence. Self-defense items, your last line of defense. In uncertain times, having a way to protect oneself is not just advisable, it's essential. Whether it's pepper spray, a tactical flashlight, or more robust means, ensure you are aware of the legalities surrounding their use and possession. Store these items in locations that are both discreet and accessible in an emergency. Think about hidden compartments or multi-purpose furniture that doesn't scream hidden storage. Be prepared, but always be responsible and legal. Finally, don't forget backup transportation. In the throes of a crisis, having an alternate means of transport can be as crucial as a safe haven. Whether it's a sturdy bicycle, a rugged all-terrain vehicle, or even a small boat, depending on your geographical setting, each serves as a vital escape tool. Store these vehicles in accessible yet concealed locations, ensuring they are ready to go at a moment's notice without attracting undue attention. Mobility can be your lifeline in a crisis. Let's quickly recap the 13 crucial items to hide in a crisis. Important documents, medications, and spare batteries are foundational for maintaining order and health. Cash and valuables, emergency supplies, and propane fuel tanks ensure financial security and energy needs are met. Personal hygiene items, backup communication devices, and spare clothing and blankets cover basic human necessities. Garden seeds, self-defense items, and backup transportation empower sustainability and safety. Remember, in a crisis, what you've hidden can save your life. Prepare today, survive tomorrow,